secrecy capacity. Now it is related with the secrecy rate, and it is the upper bound of a secrecy rate, you can say that. So the maximum secrecy rate at which confidential information from source node can be transmitted securely to a legitimate destination is secrecy capacity. Okay, so as I have already told you, this secrecy capacity is the upper bound of secrecy rate. So this is given by, this is the short form is SC, secrecy capacity. Discuss some mathematical analysis. So CS is equal to, this is supremum, SUP. So this probability is Px, X was the message, will be given by I X. So this is mutual information, X, this X comma Y. This is the mutual information between X and Y. Okay, minus mutual information between X and Z, where Z is eavesdropper, X is Alice, and Y is Bob. Okay, so this is how we can write. And this X is what? X is a channel input at the source node. Y is the channel output at the destination node. Z is the channel output at the destination node, you can say that. Okay, so let us write it. This is the channel input at the source. Okay, what is Y? Y is the channel output at the destination. Okay, what is Z? That is the channel output at the eavesdropper. Okay, at the eavesdropper. So this is how we can write this secrecy capacity. And Px, what is this Px? Px is the probability distribution. This is the probability distribution. And this X approaches Y approaches Z, they form the Markov chain. They form the Markov chain. Okay, so this is the basic definition which was given by Wiener. Okay, the first model of this physical layer security was given by Shannon, and this work was forwarded by Wiener, and this Wiener gave the first physical layer security model which was given in the previous slides. So this is how we can define the secrecy capacity. Okay, so you can also say that the secrecy capacity is the difference of the capacity of the main channel and capacity of the eavesdropper channel. So similar to that secrecy rate, we can also define this secrecy capacity. So this is the basic physical layer security model. So we will study how to define this, or how to mathematically represent this secrecy capacity. So we have two channels here. One is this legitimate channel. This is the legitimate channel. And what is this G A comma B? This is the channel response of legitimate channel. Okay, this is the channel response of legitimate channel. This is the noise added in the legitimate channel. So you can write this output here. If X is a transmitted signal and the power of the signal is PS, the power is PS, and the relay fading channel is used. So we can write here output at this, for this channel AB, L is to Bob. Okay, so that will be equal to under root PS. PS is the this power of the transmitted signal, and this GAB is this channel response. For this X is the input, we have already shown here, plus added noise. So this is how this signal received by this Bob is given by A comma B, that is, this is how we can write. Now similarly, we this eavesdropper also receives some signal, and that signal is given by YA comma E, that is equal to again power PS GAE. We are talking about this channel, okay, from Alice to this eavesdropper, and the signal is X plus noise, okay, this noise. So this is how we can write these signal received by Bob and eavesdropper respectively. So the signal to noise ratio from Alice to Bob and Alice to eavesdropper link. So these are also given by. Now let us also define now this channel response. Channel response is this A comma B, that is a combination of this H A B whole square divided by D minus gamma 1 AB. Okay, so this is defined for this. So what is this HAB? HAB, this whole is channel gain, channel of, this is the legitimate channel Alice to Bob, and these are the channel coefficients. This is the channel gain or channel response, you can say channel gain, you can say, and this is channel coefficients. This is what, this is the, this gamma 1 is, this is the distance between Alice and Bob. This gamma 1 is, this is called as a loss exponent. Okay, this is loss exponent. So if we can also write this signal to noise ratio, if you want to write signal to noise ratio, signal to noise ratio for Alice to Bob and Alice to Eve channels. So we can write that gamma A comma B, okay, gamma A comma B, that is given by, signal to noise ratio is given by this PS HAB square divided by, this is the signal, okay, this is the total signal, and noise is NAB. So this is the signal to noise ratio for Alice to Bob, and for Alice to Eve it is given by PS HA comma E or HAE, okay, don't just write directly, put a comma here, okay, for all these put a comma, put a comma, so square divided by NAE, okay, this is how we can write. So now if you want to write this mutual information, mutual information for this A to B, so you can write this A to B mutual information between this A to B. You can write this like this, log 2 1 plus this whole factor gamma A comma B. So you can write this, and mutual information for A to E is given by Alice to eavesdropper is given by log 2 of 1 plus gamma AE. So this is how we can write. Now if you want to find out the capacity is given by, this is the secrecy capacity is given by the difference of this main channel, legitimate channel, minus eavesdropper channel. So you can write here this secrecy capacity CS. So it can be written as log 1 plus gamma A comma B and minus log 2 1 plus gamma AE A comma E. So this is how we can write these secrecy capacity.